just about set to go now. And on the mound now, Lance McCullers Jr. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Mike Tauchman leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is foul back. And that skips into there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that's down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
1 out, bases empty. And that misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, left fielder
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Runner on the go. And it's fouled off. That missed by a lot. And the count even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Runner goes again. Cut on and miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
At the belt and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man at second. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Dead last in team batting average. And we all talk about how batting average isn't as valued as it used to be. But clearly it's been a real struggle for him to score this year, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and I know you're more of an OBP and slugging guy, OPS plus, but in this situation, at some point, you have to have a higher batting average to go along with that on base or that slug to ultimately be able to score runs, and they just haven't been able to do that this season. And
a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
2 outs. That one ripped left field. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. So 1 left for the White Sox. And now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Houston. Starting on the mound in this one, Adrian Hauser. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
And a bunt towards third. Picks it up with the bare hand. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jeremy Pena.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Isaac Paredes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Just missed.
That's inside.
2 outs, bases empty. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Back here in Houston, second inning set to go. And now Edgar Quero. McCullers back to work. Inside, just missed. Hard hit left side. Zips it across. 1 out in the second.
Batting 6th, catcher Kyle Teal.
Here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. That one outside. 1-0. And another ball. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
And there's the strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
One down, base is empty.
The count is full.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now it's Luis Robert off the mark there, and that is ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Second inning here, no score. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one clips the corner.
Ball in.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dyken Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yainer Diaz. Out in front and foul to the left side.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. This to third, Rojas. Throws to first, one up, one down.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Let's go, Christian.
Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Jake
So next up for
Myers.
Houston, Jake Myers. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And it's fouled away. Check swing, called strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That just misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Here's Josh Rojas.
Third baseman.
This is a guy
Rojas.
who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And another ball.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So up next for Chicago, Tim Elko.
Ball one, no strike.
In the dirt. Elko measures 6 feet 4 inches, 26 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground right side,
That's
and
foul.
that's just foul. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch
3 balls,
down.
1 strike.
Top of the third, no score. And they're all loaded up.
That's out.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So bases all loaded up. And next to hit for the Sox, Chase Mydroff. Golden opportunity right here. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, 1 hitter at a time.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. He's 0 for 1.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
First offering, and it just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That misses. 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Rojas at third. Elko on second. Tauchman over at first with 1 away. And that drops in for a strike. 4, and a run comes in to score.
That's a really tough call for the umpire to make right there. Borderline pitch for sure, but I just don't think he got it right. And that walk unties this ball game.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas. He's 0 for 1. That one not close. And that's ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Check swing, called strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a count 1-2.
Two balls, two
This
strikes.
one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
The count's full.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. It's 2-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
1 ball.
Squirts
two
away
strikes.
a little bit. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. It's 5-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now a chance for Kyle Teal. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Everything came together
Now
perfectly
batting,
for him right
center
there.
fielder,
As soon as that one
Luis
shot
Robert
off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. McCullers gets the hook, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Ryan Gusto.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So runner at second, 2 down. Luis Robert now. Fly to center his first time. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. On the ground, right side. Over to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. And the lead is now 5-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Vic Caratini at the plate.
Caratini.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now Cam Smith in the air, right side, and that is a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. That's to third. Rojas throws on to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So up next, Jacob Melton. Check swing, called strike. Caratini over at second, 1 down.
That's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
Now
they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Jeremy Pena. 0 for 1 so far. Oh, he gloves it. One left for Houston. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here in
Leading off for the
Houston,
White
new
Sox,
inning getting started.
third
Now
baseman,
here is
Josh
Josh Rojas. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. That one missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Hey.
Next offering is fouled back. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for two. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting,
2 for 2 now
number
on the
30.
night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Tim Elko. Way high.
1-0.
No outs, runner on second. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting, right
Here's Mike
fielder,
Tauchman.
Mike
He is
Tauchman.
struck out, and he is walked. Out to short. Pena sends it across to first. Tauchman is gone. Chase
Now
Maidron
batting,
getting ready to
shortstop,
hit.
Chase
1 for 2.
Maidron.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Counts 1-0.
In there at the knees. Hit in the air left field. Myers drops into the glove, and that is that. The White Sox lead one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off for the
4, and
Astros,
stepping in for the
third
Astros,
baseman,
Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes.
Close, but called a ball, and it's 1-0. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and Benintendi able to make the grab.
Up next for the Astros, second
Here's the former
baseman,
MVP, Jose Altuve.
Altuve.
Struck out looking his first time. Out to short, Mydrov. Slings it across, and they get Altuve for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Yainer Diaz now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
That one to first. Takes it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Astros are down quietly. It's 5-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Benintendi to the plate. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. That's in there. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Framber Valdez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. And delivers outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just misses with that one.
2-2 to count.
On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the White Sox DH, Edgar Caro. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Astros 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Christian Walker. Hauser back to work. And that's
Off the plate, ball
outside.
one.
And that is ball one.
Well, these Astros, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to
that
this
ball went
point,
out.
and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Right through there for a strike. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
There's a strike. And a ground ball to first, and that's foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. And next to hit for
Up
Houston,
next for the
Victor
Astros.
Caratini doubled his first time.
Victor Caratini.
And ball one. Man at first, one away.
Two balls.
In the
no
dirt. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 3. Walker over at first with one away.
Aye.
Climb the ladder with that fastball.
Count's
And the
full.
count's full. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time up. And that one wrapped foul. The White Sox leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Dyken Park, and here is Kyle Teal. Teal measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Out there to center. Myers brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Robert at the plate and takes high there. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian King, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Brown, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that is out of play. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. The delivery to Robert. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a curve misses outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And La Pantera heads back to the dugout after the K.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one almost got him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So they make short work of him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the White Sox 5 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jacob Melton. On the ground right side, Vargas tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
The shortstop.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So digging in, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 2 in this one.
Paredes.
That's a little bit low. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 balls, no strike.
Pena, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Ball 3. 3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Jose Altuve digs in now. Altuve really thriving with the bat this season here at home. That's a laser base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1. 2 on, 1 out. Now it's the DH, Yainer Diaz. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Roll to short, could be 2. To second for 1, and that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now
for
the first
White
baseman,
Sox.
Tim
First
Elko.
baseman, number 30.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball popped up. Pena has a beat on it. He makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Chase Mydroff.
Now at the plate, Chase Mydroff. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Altuve. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 7-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one hammered. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Gusto out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Hunter Brown.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
2 outs, nobody on. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the top half of inning number 7. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Fought off foul. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one just misses.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
On the ground to first, Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
In there at the knees for a strike. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ball one there. And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Jake Myers.
Center fielder.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think this one's fair down the line and left. And it's going to be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
He was all over that one. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Adrian Hauser is done, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
Dan
Chicago.
Altavilla will take over
Number
here.
45.
He's been so good against lefties.
Dan Altavilla.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Victor Caratini. Misses outside. Ball 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's too high. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. 1 out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Myers stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Teal puts it away, and that ends the inning. So the Astros leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We go to the 8th, and here's the catcher, Kyle
Leading
Teal.
off for the White Sox, catcher Kyle Teal.
Ground ball left side. Paredes fires over to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Fielder Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Ryan King preparing to come on if needed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that misses. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. And there's 2 away. Two down, base is empty. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Rojas tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Having himself a really nice game at
Now
the plate.
batting,
Nice job
number
of driving
30.
that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 down. Tim Elko, the next to hit. Rip to short. Sends it to first. And that is the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. And it remains an 8-1 game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Jacob Melton. Altavilla back to work. There's a strike up high. And it's 0-1. Fouled off left side. Swing and a pop-up. Rojas makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Jeremy.
So next up for Houston,
Pena.
Jeremy Pena. That one's
Ball, that's
upstairs,
too high.
ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
ball,
ball.
1 strike.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And it one-hops the wall. And he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Isaac Paredes will hit next. That one hit to right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Next to hit, Jose Altuve. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Felt impressed that he
0-1's the
went
count.
right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one a little bit high. Now 1-2.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. We go to the
Leading
ninth.
off for the
Digging
White
in,
Sox,
Mike Tauchman.
Right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Brown, a 6'2" righty, 220 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. And that one fouled off. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now batting, shortstop.
So up next, Chase Mydroth. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Next pitch is outside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Benintendi stands in now and watches strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Inside. It's 2-2. And a good eye there. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Next to hit, Miguel Vargas. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Just off the inside edge. To the right side, but it kicks foul. Benintendi, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs, and they'll do it again. This one in the air. Altuve. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 64.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the DH, Yainer Diaz. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one fouled off. And now it's even up. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And now Jake Myers. That one off the mark. Ball 1. The White Sox up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Double play ball to second. There's one. Out. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.